Hello, welcome to Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Let's talk. You've got myself, Apps, and Hall from the Dimp Digital team, and we're here to give you the lowdown on the recent remaster of Gears of War. So, Mr. Hall, I guess we should start by opening by just saying we're both quite big fans of Gears of War. So for you, this remaster was always going to be on the menu to purchase, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been kind of waiting for the next in the franchise, and looks like Gears 4, I think it's going to be called, is going to be a little way off. So this was quite a nice little way to tide myself over until that came out.
Yeah, I mean, was it something that you had planned ahead to get and you was definitely getting, or was it just that it come out and that it was a bit quiet at the time, or?
Um, it was kind of preempted, I suppose, but to be honest with you, I went to game as I do to look for bits and pieces, and there wasn't loads that caught my eye, and that obviously it's not full price. It's only like 20. I think I paid 25 quid for it, which is not too bad. It's kept me busy for a while. I know I'll play it a lot, so yeah, it's all right. And you obviously get Gears 2, 3, and 4 on backwards compatibility as well, which is obviously not a problem for me because I've already got them. But
yeah, but it's nice
there as a little added extra just in case.
And that's it. Yeah, you haven't got to mess around with the discs, I guess, if you've got the disc version of those. Is that actually live yet? That backwards compatibility bit, or was it not coming until like the whole big launch in November?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. I don't think it's live. No. I haven't tried it because, as I mentioned, I have got my 360 still set up and ready to go. So if I'm going to play it, I can always just do it through that. But I know the backwards compatibility works because of Rare Replay, but I'm not sure if the Gears stuff is up and running.
Yeah, no, they might be waiting till November to.
Clogs up your hard drive. That's the problem.
Are they big? Are they big installs?
Well, they're always quite big. I mean. No, any decent sized game is going to be a few gigs, and I've just deleted probably about 15 games off the hard drive as it is. So
yes, you don't need them being added on
there.
No,
exactly. Last thing I need is to slow it down with even more stuff on there.
No, I did say when these consoles were released that 500 gig was never going to be enough. The way we were going, it was a joke. But we digress. Let's talk about Ultimate Edition itself. So. On the outset, is there actually any gameplay tweaks that you noticed? Because you've actually completed it already. You've gone through, powered it out on hardcore, done co-op with Mr. Logan. Was there anything that stood out for you on just a gameplay side of things that you thought, well, this plays a little bit differently to what I remember? Because I know they changed the control scheme slightly during the series as it's kind of progressed on.
They have seemingly kept it in line. Obviously, the most recent one that I've played has been Gears 3 because fuck Judgment. We're not worried about that.
No.
But Gears 3, so the control system seems to be the same as Gears 3. I don't know whether it's changed from the original Gears 1 because I can't remember.
No, it's so long ago.
Yeah, exactly. I just haven't played that in so long. So it was nice going back into the campaign and it all being relatively fresh. There was large portions of it where I was like, oh fuck, I don't remember this, or get that trip down memory lane. Yeah. Gameplay wise though, it's a lot. Obviously, they've revamped it, so the graphics look a lot better, but the gameplay itself is a hell of a lot smoother.
Right.
It's a much higher FPS. Just everything looks a lot crisper and feels a lot cleaner. And Gears, especially like say Gears 1 and even Gears 2, they were quite clunky in the way that they used to control. There was a lot of things that you just there was a bit of jostling, or it got a lot better as it went on. And Gears 3 and Judgment were pretty smooth and pretty well controlled, but this is kind of the next step up again, as you'd expect from the next gen console. And considering it's only technically a remake or a remaster or whatever you want to call it, it does feel like they've put a little bit of effort into really kind of smoothing it out and making sure that it controls as you would expect an Xbox One game to control.
Yeah, I mean, I think it took them 18 months to get this developed and created.
It shows that they've put a bit of effort into it at least.
Yeah. So it looks like, I assume the graphics look on par with a next gen console as well, or a current gen, that you'd expect on an Xbox One game.
Yeah, it is it's a huge step up from the original Gears. The original Gears looks like a sack of crap in comparison. So I was watching some clips and bits and pieces to get back into the zone for
How was I playing that 9 years ago?
Yeah, exactly. No, it looks fantastic. The only slight thing is that we noticed when we were playing through is sometimes you look up at the skies and the skies just look a bit flat.
Right, yeah.
It's little things like that which would obviously probably take like whole new realms of processing. Like they've done everything that you can interact with is revamped. Sure. All of the cutscenes, all of that bullshit, it's all looks as though it's been done pretty much from fresh. It's just sometimes like the very, very distant bits and pieces that maybe look a little bit off, but it's not. I mean, we didn't notice until we were probably 75% of the way through the game, and we said, "Oh, that looks a bit off."
Yeah.
So
Lazy.
it's not noticeable enough to. I mean, the thing is, you know what you're getting, and I wouldn't have been worried if they'd left the graphics the same as the originals. To be honest, it's nice to have a game, obviously, that looks better, but it wasn't the end of the world for me. It wouldn't have put me off buying a game if they just left the graphics the same.
No. I mean, they sound like they've done a good job on all fronts and actually spent some time, not just buffed it up a little bit and stuffed it out the door. I guess there was probably, like you said, if Gears looks like a sack of crap compared, there's probably quite a bit of work for them to do on this. So it's good that they've sat there and taken their time on there. What I found interesting is they included, I think it was 5 new chapters that was exclusive on the PC version, which come about a year later. How did they? You obviously being a console player, you'd not experienced these before, had you?
No, I hadn't. And the thing is, as I said, when we were playing through, I kind of a lot of times I was kind of, do I remember this? And actually, I think I know what we do it. And I got to the additional scenes, which is somewhere in between. They like end of Act 4, start of Act 5. It kind of bridges the gap over.
Right.
And I was like, I really don't remember doing this. Nah. And like, we were just kind of both saying, no, I don't recall it. But yeah, and then I didn't actually know that they put in many additional scenes until you'd said about it. So yeah, it's good though. You know, it's an extra little bit added probably. I mean, we did the whole game in 3 sessions, went straight in at hardcore. We weren't going to go in at insane, but I thought better be sensible to begin with, make sure we're back into the Gears zone.
Yeah.
But it took us 3 good sessions, I'd say. Probably those extra bits added maybe another hour and a half.
Yeah,
so
no, I've heard
it's not too bad.
Yeah, I've heard it's about up to 90 minutes, which is quite a significant chunk. I mean, I can't even remember how long Gears of War was originally, but I remember it being reasonably substantial.
It's enough to keep you busy, you know. Like you wouldn't, unless you really ploughed at it, you wouldn't do it in one sitting, I don't think.
No, not at all. I think that'd be asking too much. Have you explored online yet on the multiplayer front at all?
Probably about 20 hours online.
Oh really? And how's that? That's insane because you've only had it a week and a bit.
I think I've had it 4 days. 5 days maybe.
That is craziness. Is that
that
still as enjoyable as you remember? Yeah.
I love it because I'm good at it. It's one of the.
It's always better, isn't it?
Gears Online is a game that if you're shit at, you will get so angry so quickly. But thankfully, I'm quite good at it, so it's going all right. Yeah, there's inevitable achievements in there. There's thankfully. I don't know if you remember on Gears 1, there was an achievement for killing 100,000 enemies online.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
They've taken that one out, have they?
It's just never going to happen, frankly. Like, I got to probably about 3,000 on Gears 1, and I was like, that's enough.
Yeah.
On this one, they've included it, but they've cut it down to 10,000.
Right, I see.
So that's achievable, because there's another one for getting to level 100 online.
Yeah.
And so I should get that on the way to getting to level 100, hopefully.
So they're all doable then. Does it include Horde mode in this one? No, it doesn't, so they haven't added that in.
No Hordes, no. They've kept it pretty similar to the original, to be honest. Yeah. The online matchmaking is just about as shit as Gears 1 was, though.
So they haven't changed that.
Good. Yeah, no, it takes me fucking 8. Like, once you're in a lobby, it's like, I'm staying here. I'm done. I don't care. If you get matched up against people that are ridiculous, it's just like, oh well, bad luck.
I've got to play.
Yeah, I've got to sit through it because it is so bad.
Yeah.
It is so poor. Like, they have 2 different types of matches. You have social and competitive.
Yeah.
And social's only got 3 game types, whereas competitive's got all 7.
Right.
But social, you can drop in and drop out. There's no penalties for leaving early.
Right.
But the XP is not quite so great. No. Competitive, you get more XP if you win, but there's obviously, like I say, penalties for leaving early, and you can't start the game until both sides have got a full squad.
No.
And therefore, that means you can sit in a competitive lobby and just wait and fucking wait, and people will either come in and go out or whatever, and it's so bad. I don't know why they've chosen to not revamp that bit, because it was really good on Gears 3.
Yeah.
And then they've just gone back to the original version.
Yeah, that is a bit of a shame there. I mean, overall, obviously we think this was a kind of like a stopgap for the weight of Gears 4, which I assume is going to be released. I think they mentioned holiday 2016. Has this whetted your appetite again for it, or you've been happy just to wait for Gears 4?
Well, I mean, I was always going to get Gears 4. It was always going to be on the horizon. Buying this gives you access to the Gears 4 beta.
Sure, yeah.
So that's a little added incentive as well for whenever that arrives.
Yeah.
It's more that I haven't played a Gears in quite a while. I was still playing Gears 3 on the 360 every now and again. A friend of mine's got that, and we play a lot of Horde mode. Well, we used to play a lot of Horde mode. I haven't so much recently, but it's a nice little thing to tide me over. And like I say, it's a Gears to play again when I haven't for quite a while. So it's quite nice in that sense, just to have something to go back to and have a little fiddle around on.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, you mentioned the beta, so maybe we'll reconvene when that actually drops, which I think will be next year sometime, I imagine. But
I expect to be early next year,
yeah, I'll get that out. But I think we'll draw this to a close. Thanks for joining me, Mr. Hall. It's a pleasure as always.
No worries.
The rest of you out there, make sure you like and subscribe so you can keep up to date with all things Dimp Digital. But nothing more for us to say here, apart from thanks for your time and ta-da.